I believe it's safe outside again, y'all. You can step outside your vehicle. You can come outside your home. The streets are clear. The smoke has settled for the most part. The rain of diss tracks have stopped for the most part, I think. And we covered the majority of them. So you can shake my hand. Appreciate that. Hit the like button. You can shake my hand. You can shake my hand. What's going on? It's your boy Jay Black, A.K. Black Man. And we are here. The title. You see the title. You can read the title. You got eyes. I got 4 of them. You see it. Kendrick Lamar versus Joey Badass. Joey Badass versus Kendrick Lamar. I believe this deserves a conversation at least, right? That was the whole point of everything. This entire thing, quote, we'll get to this too. The entire thing, quote unquote, started with Joey Badass stepping outside and doing the rule is back. And it was too much West Coast ick licking, glazed donuts, munchkins ordering, Krispy Kreme lovers, extra glazed by the drive-thru. Huh? The hot light is on. Come get your glazed donuts and munchkins because you love them. That's where it started. Right? But it didn't really start there. And before we get into, talking about Kendrick and Joey Badass now, we got to travel back to the past. Because that's not where it started. It didn't. If you think Joey Badass, the rule is back as a catalyst, it's not. This situation started about 12 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. When Joey Badass was a young pup, 17, 18, 19, 20, around them times. And Kendrick Lamar with his bomb on hip hop. Successful one too. For the competitive aspect, we love him for this. This is one of the reasons why we love Kendrick. It's the control verse. Him mentioning folks, him not mentioning folks. But Kendrick said one specific line. There's one line in particular that's the reason why we are here today. If you travel back in time, Doctor Strange, Time Stone, that stuff, and you travel back and you remove that line, I don't feel like we don't get to here. We don't get to the point of the rule is back. But what did Kendrick say? I'm the king of New York. That's what he said on Control. Go look it up. Look it up. I'm the king of New York. He's from the West. And during the Control verse, he said, I'm the king of New York. Do you know who's from New York, y'all? He goes by the name of Joey Badass. He's from New York. And he didn't like that. Now, he had a brief response, but then again, at that time, everybody had a response. I think I had a response. I didn't. But everybody had a response to the Control situation. And his call to action, the competitive call to action. And that's why we're here, by the way. So if you're a Kendrick fan, Joey fan, it's safe. It's a safe space. This is not personal. This is all done in the spirit of competitive nature. You know what I'm saying? Competitive aspect. So we can relax, eat your popcorn, enjoy the show. Joey Badass didn't like that, so he responded, and we have the line right here. So just listen. Just listen. All you gotta just listen.
Nathan, all I gotta do is just spit a flame, no escaping. You in the swimming pool of champagne. You set yourself up for that one, man. The king of New York, ha, we ain't just gonna let that one hang.
King of New York, ha, we ain't gonna let that one hang. Huh? I'm gonna put this in slow motion so y'all can hear it again. Just in case somehow, some way, y'all not paying attention the way y'all supposed to be paying attention. I told y'all. And again, this is 12 years ago. We in 2025. This was 2013, I believe. All right, so listen again, and we'll get into what's happening now.
All I gotta do is just spit a flame, no escaping. You in the swimming pool of champagne. You set yourself up for that one, man. The king in New York, ha, we ain't just gonna let that one hang.
And you fast forward to now, Joey still wants smoke, and that's okay. If you feel like, which a lot of y'all do, that Kendrick Lamar wears the crown right now. If you feel like Kendrick Lamar is a heavyweight champ in hip-hop, whether it be numbers, the tour, the battle with Drake, if you feel like he's the king right now, he wears the crown, do you know what they say about the crown? Heavy is the head. Heavy is the head that what? Heavy is the head that wears the crown. If you have the heavyweight belt, people come for that belt. They want to smoke with you. That's what happens with the crown, y'all. Why are we acting brand new? And Joey wants to smoke with that, and that's okay. So that leads us to the question, which I'm going to break down in 3 or 4 different ways. Does Kendrick Lamar have to respond right now? based on what Joey just did in the battles he was in against the majority of the West, does Kendrick Lamar have to respond right now? The answer is no. Sorry. Answer is no. Do I want him to respond? Of course. Do I want Kendrick Lamar to respond to Joey Badass and we get into a whole new situation? Huh? Between these two, of course I do. But the reality is, Kendrick's on a victory lap right now. Show to show, performing these disses. He's performing Euphoria. He's performing like that. And he's definitely performing not like us. If you've been to his show, I'm going to do a breakdown of that, by the way, to my experience at his show. I'm just saying. So he's on a victory lap after defeating one of, if not at this particular time in history, the biggest or one of the biggest hip-hop artists in Drake. So for him to respond right now, it just doesn't make sense, and I think it's not going to happen. But I also say that because he's on tour. We got that too, right? He's on tour. He's on tour. I don't think he's going to stop a tour or you know, do things inside the tour to focus on a response in a battle with Joey Badass. That's not going to happen. And the problem with that is, look at this. I don't know if you can see this, right? But basically, the tour isn't over until August. The tour is from now to August, bro. And that's overseas. You're going to be in Europe. So the tour don't end until 0809. It's Sweden. He's going to be in Sweden. He's not responding to Joey Badass right now. He's not. But I see some of you on the comment section. Drake was on tour. Drake was on tour. I see. I know you listen. I caught you. Don't delete the comment now. Don't delete it. Don't delete the. I see you, brother. You just typed it. Don't delete it. You didn't press submit yet. You didn't press post yet. Just don't delete it though. I caught you. You said Drake was on tour, but let's relive that for 10 seconds. Let's relive that. Drake was on tour. When did Drake's tour end? Drake's tour ended in April of 2024. Kendrick's response, or Kendrick, I'm gonna break that down too. Kendrick put out Like That, or was featured on Like That in March 22. That's back to back. What's going on with Joey? And by the time he ends his tour, that's months away. Right? And then the catalyst for Kendrick to do what he did was first person shooter. If anything, this is one of the reasons why DJ Head says he wasn't the aggressor. But then I feel like that is kind of aggression. I think that was aggression. But the reality is they put out first person shooter with J. Cole and Drake, and it's pretty much saying it's a big three and we're 1 and 2. Let me say that again. People don't understand that Like That is a response. It is. It's an aggressive response, but it's a response. They're on a track saying, there's a big three. There's a big three, but the entire track, we're 1 and 2, we're 1 and 2, we're 1 and 2. And the other guy that we know we calling Kendrick is number 3, but we're 1 and 2, 1 and 2. With the competitive spirit that Joey Badass and Kendrick had, man, fuck the big three. What the fuck y'all talking about? Big three, y'all laughing on my face and saying y'all 1 and 2. Get out of here. And then you get like that. After the big three, it's just big me. Nigga, yes. That's what transpired, brothers. And then Drake had the buffer in J. Cole, which is Mike Lee later. He went up first and then Drake dropped. There's a difference there. And then when you're in the top 3, it's more of a demand for you to respond, or more of a demand for you to go back and forth. So I think this is why we probably won't get a Kendrick versus Joey Badass, right? And then by the time this tour is done, the heat between these situations is going to die down. It's going to die down. But I would love, me personally, I would love a response. I need that. I like that. Joey's not a nobody. Joey's a person that's been in the game. They've been on the track before, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they've been on the track before, way back in the day, like, over 10 years ago. It makes sense to me, though. It makes sense to me. Joey know how to battle. He's battled before. He's into the battle culture, obviously, if he grabbing Loaded Lux. But here's the thing, right? And this is why I say it possibly can continue. And this situation can still heat up to the point where Kendrick might say something. It's because the West is not done with Joey. And it's sad to say the West, because he did say too much West Coast ick licking. But the West ain't done with Joey. What if YG steps out completely? Now, look, this is YG, I think, on a recent track. YG. So if YG and Joey go back and forth and Joey win that, Kendrick, brother, I'm going to need something. We probably won't get there, but what if? What if? Listen.
All the pretty hoes gon' play this. Joey Badass gon' hate this. Smoking.
Brother. So put in the comments below right now, do you want Kendrick versus Joey? A lot of y'all should be saying yes, but do you think it's going to happen? If you think it's going to happen, explain why you think it's going to happen. If you think it's not going to happen, explain why you feel like it's not going to happen. I think it's not going to happen. He's on a victory tour, bro. He's on a victory lap right now. It's a successful one. It's a Super Bowl. And I think if he responds to Joey, people are going to be like, oh, you're going to battle Joey? You got to battle me too then, nigga. And it's going to be a lot of situations where he's going to have to continuously respond in. But I will say this, Joey has some heat. If he's battling a whole bunch of TDE guys or this TDE guy or that TDE guy affiliation, and that person has affiliation with TDE, like some people that Kendrick shouted out before, it makes us think, give smoke to nigga that wants to smoke, man. Why not? Why not? All right? But with that being said, hit the like button, shake my hand. It's your boy Jay Black, AK Black Man. Kendrick. No, before I did. This was gonna happen. This was gonna happen. If the Knicks win, oh, I left this out. And then Joey Badass said before August 30th. So what if Joey Badass drops an album, then has a diss against Kendrick in the album on August 30th when the tour is already over? That could be a catalyst as well. Just saying. Just putting two and two together for y'all. That's it. But again, this situation, Kendrick and Joey Badass started over 10 years ago. Controverse, King of New York, he responded. We're not going to let that one hang. And fast forward to today's time, months ago, the ruler's back. And to him battling a lot of West Coast folks, it makes sense to me. I love the pairing between Joey Badass and Kendrick Lamar in a battle. Let's make it happen. Why not? Why not? Why not? And that's impressive to me to see that Joey Badass saw what, basically what Kendrick did with Drake, and he still wants smoke. I respect it. Euphoria, 616. Come on, like that? And you want smoke with all that? Let's do it. Let's get it. Black.